Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Courtney and today we are starting some spring cleaning. A couple of weeks ago I did put a cleaning video up on my channel talking about my house was in disarray and needed some serious help. It's spring, it is time for a good deep cleaning all over. I'm sure there's going to be a number of videos coming your way, guys. If you're into that kind of stuff, make sure you've clicked all the buttons so you can keep up with all of my content. Anyway, today we're going to start on my kitchen. I actually do this with my kitchen 2 or 3 times a year. As you can see, I can accumulate junk. I really can. There are 5 people living in my home. We are all in and out of the cabinets and stuff it gets piled up, especially with kids, you know. Sometimes they're taking stuff in and out and things don't get put back where they go, stuff like that. Today we're going to fix all that and I'm hoping to declutter a little bit. So first off, we're going to start with this cabinet. This is right next to my stove. I hate to call it a spice cabinet because I actually have a spice rack in my pantry, one of those over-the-door spice racks. But some of the stuff, like the extracts and stuff, they fall between the slats on that over-the-door spice rack. So I put them over here just because I have a stone floor and they're glass bottles. It's not a good combination. I also keep like my really high-use stuff like salt, pepper over here, olive oils in here. My vinegars are in here, just some random stuff like that. I also spilled some salt in here. So we're going to start off by taking everything out, wiping off the shelf, cleaning everything up, and then we're going to put this all back in a more orderly fashion so it's easier for me to use and find the things I need. All the vinegars are together, all my extracts are together, and so on and so on. It's just way more organized. Then we're going to move on to my storage containers and get those all organized, and we'll just keep going until my kitchen is nice and put together.
I've been trying my best for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on my fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't want to be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest when I'm not. I just wanna go my own way, gonna let the past burn down. Cause honestly, don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you. I'm gonna leave it all behind, find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now. Shouldn't be so complicated. If I listen to my heart, I'm gonna leave it all behind, find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Okay, like I feel the need to explain my ridiculous amount of plastic dishes. So I love my glassware. That's what I use for keeping leftovers in and things like that. But these plastic dishes, that's what I meal prep in. That's what I send people's lunches in, all that kind of stuff. So these plastic dishes are really cheap. At H-E-B, I can get a 2 to a 4 pack, anywhere from $2.50 to $3.50, depending on the size and the number of dishes in the pack, things like that. Sometimes I can even find these at Dollar Tree. And if you've watched my meal prep videos, you know that I meal prep in these bowls. I portion out breakfasts and lunches in these dishes for my husband, for my oldest son, and then sometimes even for myself, depending on what it is I'm meal prepping. these get a lot of use in my house, but because they get taken out of the house, sometimes they get lost, sometimes they get broken, things like that. And I am not broken when something happens to them. I love my glassware. I would be upset if somebody broke my Pyrex dishes or something like that. But with these, I'm not upset if something happens to them. So I do keep these on hand, and these are for meal prep, breakfast, lunches, that sort of thing, just because it saves the wear and tear on my good dishes, and it's way, way, way cheaper. In a perfect world, every dish would come home every single time, but sometimes life happens and dishes don't come home. So this was my solution, and right now it looks like everybody's been bringing their dishes home because that is quite a stash I have. Okay, so onto this cabinet, which is, oh, it's so bad. So this is where I keep like vitamins and allergy medicines, any prescriptions people are taking, ibuprofen, all that kind of stuff, like daily use, regular use stuff. It had just kind of spiraled out of control. I have other things in this cabinet that really had no business, like my little food chopper thing didn't need to be in this cabinet. That made no sense. And then some cups. So I went ahead and just pulled everything out. Some of those medicines I needed to get rid of. Some of them, like some of the prescriptions were not daily use prescriptions. They needed to go somewhere else. So I just really reorganized it all and made everything fit all nice and neatly. I've actually used this cabinet like 3 or 4 times since I did this video because one of my kids was not feeling well and I had a migraine. We take daily allergy medicine. So I've been in here and oh my gosh, it's so much better. So I'm just going to keep reorganizing and organizing the cups next to it. I did get rid of some stuff out of this cabinet, so yay for that.
Lightning strikes by my window, hits my chest right in the morning, like a warning. Could have slept here for days. I felt your heartbeat, felt your mouth breathe, but it's not real. We were close to see the sun, but clouds got in our way, and
This cabinet is wow. That's what it is. It's wow. It's out of control. So I keep on that top shelf in the back, I keep like my blender parts, my food processor parts, and that makes sense. That's fine. That's easy to get to. Underneath it, I keep my griddle, my indoor grill. I've got parts to my Ninja Foodie. I've got my wine set in there. I've got my cheese grating thing that I have, and then I have placemats. I have some K-cup things. I've got dog supplies. Like, this cabinet is a little bit of everything and a whole lot of mess. So obviously I'm going to take a lot of this stuff out. You will see in a minute I have attracted the attention of my dogs because it is their cabinet and they know I'm down there messing with their stuff. And there's my husky Kiba hoping to get a treat. He is very food motivated in life, and he loves treats, he loves bones, he loves all that stuff, and apparently he loves to be on camera as well. So I got him out of the way because, you know, it's a small space and he's a big dog and he'll just knock the camera over. And I went to work on getting everything back in. It didn't turn out as neatly as I wish it could have. I think I might need to actually just look at some different kind of storage containers. Maybe something better for holding like the extra parts to my mixer that are up there on the top shelf. All these little cord pieces for my indoor grill and my griddle and all that stuff. They're in a Dollar Tree basket. Maybe something better for those. I don't know. And then of course the dog treats. They're all fitting in a bin now, but I feel like it could be better. Maybe something with a lid. I don't know. But everything went in here and it's much more accessible now. It's not just as thrown in. It makes a lot more sense. And here in a minute, you'll see a little black mop looking thing come waddling up. That is our newest family member. His name is Gustavo. He's a little mini Australian Shepherd. He is our husky's new best friend. We were hoping they would be really good playmates. Kiba needs something high energy that can keep up with him besides my kids. And we got this little guy, Gustavo, about a week ago, and we just love him. He's the sweetest little thing. So anyway, he came to make his debut on film. But I'm going to go ahead and finish cleaning this, and then I'm going to hop to the countertop above it, which is like my coffee station. It had accumulated some dust and all that kind of stuff, so let's get that cleaned up as well.
When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better. When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better off, and baby, you don't belong. I could feel it in my bones. There was something going on, that shade of doubt hanging around that old. 'Cause darling, there is nothing right when all you seem to do is lie. Those days are gone. I'm walking tall while you're alone. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better. When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better off, and baby, you don't belong. Your love was cold, heart made of stone, but I'm just fine. I'm gonna shine. I'm alright, alright, alright. I'm celebrating.
So this cabinet needed a lot of help because I don't find it to be functional. I use it more than probably any other cabinet because it's got my pots and my pans and my colanders in it, but nothing seems to work. Like, I don't like the pots and pans stacked the way that they are. I do have one of those rack things, but these don't really fit in there very well, and that shelf that's in there is a little bit low, so I have to put the pots and pans, if they're on that rack, I have to put them on the top shelf. I don't know. I'm not pleased with this. Even when I'm done, I mean, everything fits in better, but it's just not as functional as I had hoped it would be. I really need to find some kind of better storage method for my pots and pans where I'm not constantly having to stack them and unstack them. I worry about scratching the inside of them because they're stacked on top of each other. You know, metal rubbing metal, it's always a bad thing. So I don't know if you guys have any suggestions, or you know of some kind of organization system for cabinets with pots and pans, let me know, because like I said, I am not thrilled with the way this turned out. I mean, it's better than it was, but it's still not what I want it to be. I want something a lot more functional and a lot easier to use, and I hate having to unstack the pots and pans every time I come in this cabinet.
It doesn't even make sense.
why I think about you. It was only one night, only that time, and it's not my style to be caught up in the middle like this. Cause now I dream about you. I was probably too drunk, it's blurry, but I've got the image of you running circles in my mind right now. And it could fade away, but it probably won't, and I should let it be. But I'm gonna dive into you, and maybe I'll drown. What can I do? And it would be alright to let me down. Rather we try than let these feelings slide. So I'm gonna dive into you. It doesn't even make sense why we try to fight it. Every time that we touch, the room caught on fire. We could blame it on the wine, but we know that we will both be lying. I wish I didn't want you. I was doing just fine, the way that it was. Then you hand me these emotions, didn't want them, but I guess that I sucked with them. They could go away, but I know they won't, and I should let it be. But I'm gonna dive into you, and maybe I drown, but what can I do? And it will be alright to let me down. I'd rather we try than to let these feelings slide. So I'm gonna dive into you. It doesn't even make sense why I think about you. It was only one night, only that time, and it's not my style to be caught up in the middle like this. But I'm gonna dive into you.
So these drawers definitely needed some work. This first drawer really was very easy to organize. It was mostly just stuff that needed to be cleared out or put back in its place. Let's not even talk about my collection of medicine cups there. Every time you buy like children's ibuprofen or children's cold medicine or whatever, it comes with one of those medicine cups. I just wash them and toss them in a drawer over and over again. And so now I've got like a million of them. I should have decluttered those a little bit more, but that's okay. Like I said, everything fit in this drawer nicely. I've got like zip top bags and foil and stuff like that. A few little kitchen supplies, and then those clothespins we use as chip clips. This drawer though, man, this drawer, I probably just need to declutter it. So I have a nice set of silicone and stainless steel cookware that sits on my countertop. It is not dishwasher safe because of the stainless steel. It will rust. So I love the way it looks and I love the way it works, but I don't use it all the time. If I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to have to hand wash things, I'll reach for something in this drawer because it's all plastic and it's all dishwasher safe. There's probably just too much of it though. I will say though, I cook a lot, and so like when we have people over, we have get-togethers, you need a lot of utensils to serve dishes and stuff like that. And I find even just cooking for my family, a lot of times you need more than one slotted spoon, or more than one non-slotted spoon, or more than one spatula. So I have a lot, but I probably have too many. But I made them fit and they're a little bit more organized, and I guess we're going to call that a win for today. The last drawer is more of the same. Like I took everything out and I put it back in, but I probably should have decluttered more. I don't know. I mean, it was a little more put together when it was done, but I feel like I didn't make the big difference that I really wanted to in these drawers. And I think it's just because I was afraid to let things go. I get like that sometimes, like, oh, what if you need it? Don't let it go because then you were going to regret it. But then I'm left with a mess. So I don't know. I guess it's a cycle I'm caught up in, and I need to break the cycle and just throw things away. But I didn't accomplish as much of that today as I probably should have.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive. Can't stop thinking about you day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down, yeah, you make me smile. You're the solution. You are, you are. come alive. You are, 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 you are the solution. You are the solution. You are, 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 you are the solution. You are the solution.
So I'm pretty sure I have said this before in like one of my earliest cleaning videos, but one of my absolute favorite things to do is to clean my countertops. So this is the nicest kitchen I've ever owned. These countertops are the nicest countertops I've ever owned. Prior to this, we had purchased a brand new double wide mobile home. So I mean, it was a nice house. We really enjoyed it. We loved it. But I mean, it just had Formica countertops, and they were pretty. They look kind of like green marble, but these are like real stone countertops. So I love the fact that, oh yeah, I just knocked over my coffee pot. I'm so glad it didn't break. That would have been like horrible. I can't even imagine a morning without coffee, and you don't want to imagine me on a morning without coffee. Anyway, I am wiping down these countertops, and look at that shine. I love that the light reflects. It looks, I don't know, it just makes it look inviting and bright and sparkly, and I feel like I've actually accomplished a lot when I look at the kitchen and it's like that. It looks so bright and so clean. My last kitchen, the colors were very dark. Like I said, it was kind of like a green marble or faux marble countertop. And the wood was dark and the floor was dark. And then the walls were like a beige color. So everything in there was kind of dark. And even though I know it was clean, it didn't feel as clean. This one is bright and things sparkle and they glow and they're light colored. And it just feels so much more inviting. I love cleaning this kitchen, and I love the feeling of it being clean because it just has a nice feel to it. So I went ahead and wiped everything down. As you can see, I turned on my oil diffuser just to make things a little bit more inviting. And yeah, I probably could have put those soda bottles somewhere, but what do you do? The kids are going to drink it. It's almost gone. So here is the finished product. Those mugs. So my husband is a fan of TV shows like Vikings and Game of Thrones and stuff like that. So I have bought him a bunch of different like collectible kind of themed mugs. They're not from the show. They're just like similar to stuff that they would use on the show because he's a fan of that. Anyway, that cabinet looks so much better. Cups were organized. Medicine was organized. This cabinet, everything is just more organized. I didn't really get rid of any of my spices or anything. The glassware, wow, that was a big difference because all the lids are matched up. Everything's stacked nicely and neatly. But this cabinet here is the winner of the day. I mean, that is a million times better than it was. And it's not because I got rid of stuff. It's just because I organized it. It looks so much better now. I love it. I don't hate opening it. It doesn't give me anxiety, so it's great. Let's hop down here. This one, I mean, it's cleaner, but I just don't feel like it's as functional as it could be or as I want it to be. I don't know what it is I need to do, but this is not it. It's just neater and tidier than it was, and that's still something. So, I mean, it's not nothing. I've accomplished something. Let's hop across the way. This one I didn't clean, and here's why. There's like not much in it. Ice cream cups and paper plates and regular plates, and over here we have bowls and coffee stuff. There's not a ton of stuff in there, and it's not really disorganized. It's just a couple of things. I did clean off that countertop and clean the coffee bar, and then down here I cleaned the shelf out. There's still so much stuff in this cabinet, but I feel like I can at least get to things better now. I can see the dog treats better. I had some stuff in there I forgot that we even had. So overall it was better. The drawers, I mean, the middle drawer is way better. The two end drawers, I got too much junk. I mean, that's what it is. I just have too much junk. But I did clean them out a little bit. I vacuumed it out. So they're better than they were. And the countertops are all nice and clean, which always makes me happy. The kitchen was very inviting. When I got ready to cook dinner, it was so nice to walk in there because everything was just nice and clean and bright and perfect, and the cabinets were organized. It just had a really good feel to it all around. But part one of my spring cleaning is done. I hope you guys like this content. If you do, go ahead and click all the buttons, the bells, the whistles, the whole bit, so you can keep up with everything and help my channel out a little bit too. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. I appreciate you all so much, and I will see you really soon with another video. I think it'll be Friday with a grocery haul.